Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host and tutor, Miss Garrison. We have a lot of exciting new things going on, not just with the website, but now you can join my Patreon page. I have the link in the description. I'll put it in the comments. For $30 a month, you can get hour-long videos and questions on specific topics each month. So if you're having financial difficulties, you might want to check out the Patreon page. But this video this morning is for one of my students that I'm tutoring that bought my full package, and she struggles with anxiety. Now, I wanted to talk to you this morning about test anxiety. Are you suffering from imposter syndrome? What is imposter syndrome? Well, imposter syndrome is when one feels like a fraud. They doubt their abilities of the achievement. They find it difficult to accept their own accomplishments, right? You're doubting your ability to pass the NCLEX. You've got this. You can do this. You graduated nursing school. What do you mean you can't accomplish this? Of course you have the ability to accomplish it, my dear student that I'm tutoring this evening. But you doubt yourself because perhaps, maybe someone told you the NCLEX was real hard, or you do suffer from test anxiety, or maybe you failed it before. That's what imposter syndrome is, doubting your ability to achieve. But the fact of the matter is, put away your test anxiety. God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and what? And of a sound mind. So, the first point I want to make, I wrote it down because you're very important to me. Not only do I want to help you with prioritization, infection control, triage, ECGs, all the stuff I help with, you can check it out on my website. I want to help you with your test anxiety. So how can we overcome imposter syndrome? How can we overcome that negative thinking? First of all, let me tell you, you've got this, girl. I know you've got this. I know you can do this. Acknowledge your feelings. Talk to friends online and off. Talk to me just like you talk to me, right? Acknowledge your feelings. Acknowledge your test anxiety. Acknowledge your fear. Why do you want to talk to friends online and off? Because friends will reinforce your feelings. They'll say, "Oh, yeah, Annie, I felt like that too," right? So you won't feel alone. Open up to peers. You are not alone in your feelings. For example, I myself failed my NCLEX. I passed it on the third try. So, talking to friends online and offline, they will just validate your feelings so you don't feel alone. That's one way you can ease your test anxiety. Another way you can ease your test anxiety is build connections. Avoid doing everything yourself. Avoid studying alone. There's nothing wrong with reaching out and getting help from a tutor like myself. Build those connections. Don't study alone. Get help. It's okay to get tutoring. As a nurse and tutor, I offer help. Validate your strengths and encourage your efforts to pass. You know I've been doing that. We've been having some great tutoring sessions, haven't we? Challenge your doubts. When anxious feeling surfaces, ask yourself if you support these beliefs. When you feel anxious, oh my God, I don't know the answer to this question. I can't answer it. I never learned it in school, blah, blah, blah. All those racing thoughts come through your head, come through your mind. You could feel it in your heart. Your heart starts to boop, 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 right? You get all nervous, you get all anxious. Well, ask yourself, hey, wait a minute. Take a deep breath. Do I agree with what my racing thoughts are saying right now? If you don't agree with your racing thoughts, if you did indeed learn it somewhere, either through tutoring or school, then don't feed those thoughts. Don't feed those negative thoughts, right? Challenge your doubts. The other thing I want you to do so you don't have so much test anxiety, whether you're taking the Hesi, the ATI, or the NCLEX, is don't compare your experience to others. Don't say to yourself, oh my God, I have to learn this because my friend who took this exam last month, or my friend who just took the exam yesterday, they had this on the exam. Oh my God, I got to learn all this. Okay, first of all, the Hesi, the ATI, nor the NCLEX is a memorization exam. I mean, somewhat it is, right? You have to know um, the cognitive stages. You have to know the stages of labor. I mean, some things you do have to memorize, but for the most part, you have to know how to critically think. That's what I'm helping you so much with, especially when the NCLEX is changing in 2023. We're going to have case scenarios, and it's going to be critically thinking. So my point is, my darling, don't take what your friend said about your exam and say, oh my God, I got to know this. I'm going to fail it. My friend, yeah, I don't know this, and this is what my friend had. Every test is different. It's your own unique experience. Breathe. You prepared. You graduated. Here we are. You have done everything you can to possibly prepare. Avoid comparing your test to others. All right? What can I say in closing? What can I say in closing? Because you're such a wonderful person. You're such a wonderful person. You've studied hard. You graduated. You earned that diploma. You have totally prepared for the NCLEX. Totally prepared for the NCLEX. You've done 4,000 practice questions. There's nothing more you can do. Nothing. Nothing. The bottom line is, you've got this. You can do this. You're sitting here today listening to my video because of all the accomplishments you have accomplished thus far. There is no need for test anxiety. Because why? Because you're going to accomplish taking this test as well, right? And don't forget your faith. We all pass in God's time. So, thank you for listening to this video right now. And there's no need for test anxiety, love. None. Okay? So, relax, do your homework, and I'll see you in the next video, and I'll see you at the next tutoring session. And if you are listening to this video for the first time, don't forget to check out my Patreon page. That might be an option as well. So you'll find a link to my website, you'll find a link to my Patreon page, and all my social media down below. Alright guys, see you in the next video.